He's going to have to get used to it. And if I may say to the member, opposition does appear to suit him.
Move now to question number 6, in the name of Cameron Brewer.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Justice and asks, what is the government's position on sentencing and why?
Mr. Speaker.
Honourable Paul Goldsmith.
Mr. Speaker, the coalition government will take a tougher approach to sentencing law, so serious offenders face real consequences for their crime as part of our plan to restore law and order. Coalition government will prioritise public safety and victims through a series of measures we have agreed to implement. These include limiting massive discounts that weaken offenders' final sentence.
Supplementary. What recent estimates has he seen about sentencing discounts?
Well, Mr. Speaker, I've been advised by officials that for serious and violent offenders who pleaded guilty in 2021 and 2022, their best estimate is that between 4,600 and 7,800 offenders were issued with a sentencing discount of greater than 40%.
Supplementary.
Cameron Brewer.
Why is the government concerned about large sentencing discounts?
Mr. Speaker, the strong feedback we received across the country this year is that many New Zealanders are concerned with increased violent crime and want to see tougher consequences for serious violent and sexual offenders. Part of the role of sentencing is to denounce the criminal act and to recognise the harm caused to victims.
Supplementary. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Does the Minister agree with the statement of Mr. Pink of the Maxim Institute in an opinion piece in the New Zealand Herald that serious crimes deserve serious punishment, but 3 strikes is a blunt tool capable of doing serious injustice? If not, what advice has he received suggesting that a 3 strikes regime is an effective sentencing approach?
No, I haven't seen that report, and I don't agree with the sentiments there. I think 3 strikes did send a very clear signal to offenders that serious consequences for crime is required. And I think we've seen right throughout the last year all around the communities that New Zealanders have been concerned about the rise of crime under the previous government.
Supplementary.
Cameron Brewer.
What progress has he made on implementing the government's plan to take a tougher approach to sentencing?
Well, I'm pleased to inform the House that the coalition government is prioritising its plan to restore law and order after 6 years of a government being focused on reducing prison numbers without reducing crime. As well as the measures listed in our 100-day plan, we have committed to limiting total sentence discounts to 40%. This will ensure that serious offenders face real consequences for their crime.
Right on, Winston Peters.
Minister saying that the previous government's policy with respect to serious crime is going to be consigned back to the fishing industry, and that no longer for serious crime are we going to have catch and release.
Yeah, no, that's not a reasonable question. So question number 7, Tiano Tuiano.